What's up guys, and welcome to On Channel G. This is Sumdow here with a quick gameplay preview session of Project Cars / controller support. Now the reason I say / controller support is because you guys may have seen my previous video where I discuss, I had another slide, my first video for Project Cars was for the most part going through the graphics, how the game feels, and I touched on a little bit about the controller support and the settings, but I wanted to kind of like spotlight them a little more this round and see why it is that the game is so bad. So for the most part, I've been trying it for a few days ever since my first video. I've been trying the new settings out, and although it does make the game better, but it's still pretty bad. I mean, I find myself really, sometimes when I'm racing, after a race or two, I find myself sweating because I'm concentrating so hard on not crashing and so hard on sliding off the road on a simple turn. God forbid I'm taking a sweeping turn, a nice wide sweeping turn. I'm rolling right the fuck off the track because I just can't keep the turn consistent enough with the controller with any setting. And for the most part, again, I just kind of want to touch on it. So let's start the video up and let me show you guys what I mean by bad controller support. Now, through the power of editing, I'm going to fast forward this to about the 10th time I try to get around the track once without crashing or without anything. So here we go. Alright, so as the game starts, the game is starting, and why are they pushing me to the side of the road?
Not long now. I'll call the green.
And here we go. What the
green. Okay, mate,
I swear to God, I just hit. See, in that portion, let me start over. I just hit the thumbstick a little bit to the right to put me away from the grass, and that's what happened. So, all right, let's try it again. All right, it's pushing me to the same grass. Let me not push it over as much. Okay. You see how it still shoots to the side so much? Because it's not registering the, I guess, whatever the difference between the dead zone and middle point. But all right, so, let's keep it going. Turning here, and I'm very nervous. All right, I made it through that one. Now, this turn is very tricky because with the controller, again, it's either too much or too little. If you don't break in a straight line, you're done. So every time you take a turn, you have to kind of think about like, okay, you know what, let me line it up as much as possible before I hit the brake. And sometimes you run into this, which is by the time you straighten out, you done crashed into somebody or something. Then you could brake a lot earlier, but then they catch up to you. So you can't really brake and make adjustments during a turn. Not with a controller, at least. All right. So far, it's manageable. I'm sweating, but I'm doing it, so.
This is the final lap of the race.
Final lap of the race.
In front of you, otherwise just bring it back in one piece.
See? Look at this. Just simple braking.
Use your slipstream to get close to him on the straight, then dive up the inside under braking.
There, I hit too much gas, but again, I couldn't.
Keep it clean and tidy.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Fine, let's restart. Let's restart it. Let's try again. Alright, so now again, sweating like crazy. I'm like, okay, let me remember to not push it over as much while I'm coming off the line.
Green, green, green.
And you see the twitchiness? It's always because, again, the dead zone, so it's very twitchy. I can't smoothly move over. I can't smoothly make a turn. Crap, I'm talking. I almost lost down. Alrighty, let's try it again. That one was my fault. I admit that was my fault, but still. This is about my 7th, 8th try already.
Green, green, green.
So like obviously anyone who drives, minute adjustments are always, you never keep it 100% straight. But again, as you can see the wheel, it's either, you know, it makes big increments. Oh, don't lose it, don't lose it. All right. The main thing I always try to do when I'm racing here, it's brake in a straight line. If you brake in a turn, you're done. Let's see how long I can keep it together. You may say, you know what, somehow you're braking too late. And technically I kind of am, but because oh God. Let's try it again. Technically I kind of am, but what happens is that again, you can't really brake 100% on turns. So you can't make like minute adjustments. You can't, you just can't. So you have to kind of like straighten out first, then brake, so you don't have to worry about spinning out. Then, you know, take the turn, which is obviously not realistic. See what I'm saying? So here I can't slow down, but look at the computer. They're flying by me. I can't slow down and feather it as much as I need to without spinning out or close to it, and then it makes you kind of give it more. Oh God, you see what I'm saying? Let's start it over again. I'm really considered, because you know, again, I can tell the game is quality, but it's like, come on, man, I'm gonna have to spend at least $500 for a wheel. I want to make sure you know what I mean? Ah, it's frustrating. And again, I'm curious, how is it that it plays on a console? Because this is also a PlayStation 1, I mean a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One game. So how does it handle over there? That's what I'm curious about. I was actually thinking about game flying it just to kind of test it to see if it's the same thing or, you know. I should do like a comparison video with a set of chords as far as the handling is, because there's no need for it here. Look at this guy. God forbid I did that. I'll go flying off. Alright, breaking a straight line, breaking a straight line. Okay. And mind you, I'm never really the type to hit restart, you know, try again, restart, try again. Like I hate that. You know, if I come in second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever, that's what I come in on. But but again, you don't ever really feel confident in the driving. You know what I mean? If you drive for real in real life and you get into a new car, it's like, you know, you're trying to get used to the car, the speed, the braking. You never really get used to it here. It feels more like an exercise than actually having fun driving. And that's the major issue here for me. Like anything else, can you get used to it? Sure, but I don't think I shouldn't have, if I paid, you know, whatever I paid for the game, I shouldn't have to force myself to get used to anything. You know what I mean? Learning curve is, oh God, fucking
This
turn.
guy's all over you, filling the mirrors. Time to cover the inside line and brake as late as you can.
Let me see if I keep going with this one just to at least have a little fun while I'm doing the commentary. Oh. And again, I understand I hit too much gas, but you can't control that. It's either on or off. Sometimes, to be honest, like I'll keep it on third gear just because at least if it's on and off, the car's wheels won't spin that much. And I'm just trying to find any kind of way to get me across the track as fast as possible. But at this point, it's like I'm fighting against the controller, and it's just not fun. Ah, man. So anyways, guys, what I would suggest is if you haven't purchased it yet, either get a steering wheel first or just don't buy it, man. You're not going to be, it's just not fun. It's not fun. So for me, again, it looks like a great game. The little bit I have played, if it seems fun, but not with a controller. So as of now, I'm putting it on hold, trying to figure out if I want to spend $500 on a wheel or not. And yeah, so anyway, so good luck to you guys. Hope everything works out for your Project Cars experience. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Show me some love. And until next time, take it easy, guys. Peace.